Have you ever found yourself on your knees, pouring out your heart in prayer, asking, "Why is God taking so long to answer?" You're definitely not alone in this. Today we're diving deep to unravel the mysteries behind why blessings sometimes seem delayed, and how, in these crucial times of waiting, we can steadfastly navigate through with unwavering faith and resilience. It's a scenario many of us know all too well. Seeking a sign, an answer, anything that might suggest our prayers are being heard. Yet, occasionally, it feels as though our earnest petitions are met with silence. But what if I proposed a different perspective? What if this delay isn't a denial, but rather a divine orchestration for something significantly greater? What if this is God's way of preparing us for what's to come, ensuring we are ready to fully embrace and appreciate His blessings when they do arrive? Together, on this journey, we aim to demystify God's timing, acknowledging that His ways soar far above our understanding, and His thoughts transcend our own. Today's discussion is an invitation, a call to explore the profound reasons behind the divine timing, to find solace in the waiting, and to wholeheartedly embrace God's perfect, unparalleled timing. So, let's embark on this transformative journey with open hearts and minds, ready to uncover the blessings hidden in the waiting. When we find ourselves in seasons of waiting, it's natural to wonder why things aren't happening on our timeline. But here's a comforting truth to hold on to. God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our own. Let's consider Ecclesiastes 3:1, which tells us, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." This verse is a gentle reminder that there is a divine timetable for everything in our lives. The seasons change, flowers bloom and wither away, all in their appointed time. Similarly, God has set times for the unfolding of His plans in our lives. Now, it's important to understand that God sees the entire canvas of our lives, while we might only be looking at a single brushstroke. He knows when we are truly ready to receive His blessings, and sometimes that means we have to wait. It's not about withholding good things from us, but rather ensuring that we receive them at a time when they will bring the most benefit, growth, and joy. Let's take a moment to reflect on the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph had a dream that he would be in a position of authority. But before that dream came to pass, he went through a lot. He was sold into slavery, falsely accused, and imprisoned. From an outsider's perspective, it might have seemed like God had forgotten about him. But God was working behind the scenes, preparing Joseph for his destiny. When the timing was perfect, Joseph was elevated to a position of authority, just as God had promised. And just like Joseph, we have our own journey to walk through. There might be moments of frustration and impatience, but we can find comfort in knowing that God is in control, and His timing is perfect. Now perhaps you're thinking, that's a great story from the Bible. But what about real life? Well, let's talk about Sarah. She dreamt of pursuing a career in music. She faced rejection after rejection, and it seemed like her dream was slipping away. But instead of giving up, Sarah used that time to hone her skills, to grow both personally and professionally. And when the timing was right, she got a break that catapulted her career to new heights. You see, the waiting season is not wasted time. It's preparation time. It's growth time. And most importantly, it's God's time. So let's embrace the waiting, knowing that God is working behind the scenes, preparing us for what's to come, and ensuring that when we do receive His blessings, we are ready. Because in God's perfect timing, everything falls into place just as it should. Continuing on the concept of God's perfect timing, it's essential to highlight that this divine timing isn't just about making us wait for the sake of waiting. It's about making sure everything is aligned perfectly for the blessings to come. Think of it like this. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't immediately see the fruits of his labor. There's a period of waiting, nurturing, and tending to the seed. This waiting period is crucial because it ensures that the crop will be ready to harvest at just the right time. Similarly, God works in our lives in seasons, and each season plays a critical role in preparing us for what's next. One of the most beautiful aspects of God's perfect timing is that it reflects His profound knowledge of us. He knows our strengths, our weaknesses, and the areas in our lives that need growth before we can step into the next season. He understands the importance of preparation and alignment, ensuring that when we do receive His blessings, we're fully equipped to handle them. Now, let's reflect on a real-life story to illustrate this. Meet Emily, a young woman with a heart full of dreams to start her own business. Emily had the passion, the idea, but things just weren't clicking into place. She faced hurdles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Yet she remained steadfast, trusting in God's timing. And in that waiting period, Emily gained invaluable experience. She learned resilience, and she built a network of support. When the timing was finally right, everything fell into place. Her business took off, not just because the external circumstances were right, but because Emily herself was ready. And this is a crucial point to understand. God's perfect timing isn't just about external circumstances aligning. It's about us being in the right place internally, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's about our hearts being ready to receive, cherish, and utilize the blessings to their fullest potential. As we wrap up this part of our journey, let's carry this truth with us. God's timing is impeccable, and it's rooted in His deep love and understanding of us. He is the master planner, aligning everything for our good and His glory. So, let's trust in His timing, embrace the waiting, and prepare our hearts for the blessings that are on the way. Because with God, everything happens at just the right time. As we embrace the profound truth that God's timing is indeed perfect, aligning everything in our lives for the right moment, we naturally flow into the next critical aspect of our journey, trusting in the process. Understanding and accepting that God's timing is impeccable sets the stage for us to delve deeper into the art of trust, a vital component in navigating the seasons of waiting. So, let's smoothly transition and unfold the layers of trusting in God's process, learning how this trust is not just a passive act, but an active and transformative part of our faith journey. In our walk with God, trust isn't just a nice-to-have. It's essential. It's the foundation upon which our relationship with Him is built. When we understand that God's timing is perfect, it becomes clearer why trust is so crucial, especially when we face delays and seasons of waiting. Proverbs 3-5-6 offers profound wisdom on this subject, advising us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. This scripture is a powerful reminder that our understanding of situations is limited, but God's understanding is limitless. Trusting in God means we are putting our faith not just in His ability, but in His knowledge of what is best for us. Now, let's talk about delays. Delays can be challenging, frustrating, and at times disheartening. However, they are also incredible opportunities for growth and preparation. When we find ourselves in a holding pattern, it's not time to sit back and wait passively. It's time to actively trust God and engage in the process of preparation. Think about a farmer once again. There's a season for planting, a season for tending, and a season for harvesting. If the farmer rushes the process, he may end up with a poor crop. But if he trusts the process, investing time and effort in each season, he can expect a bountiful harvest. Similarly, our delays are not wasted time. They are seasons of planting and tending, preparing us for the harvest to come. And here's an encouraging thought. As we trust in the process, we are not alone. God is with us, guiding, strengthening, and preparing us for what's next. He's shaping us, refining our character, and equipping us with the tools we need for the blessings ahead. To bring this point home, let's take a moment to reflect on our own lives. Think back to a time when you experienced a delay, a time when you were waiting for an answer, a breakthrough, or a sign. It might have been challenging, but now, with the benefit of hindsight, can you see how that delay led to growth? Can you see how it prepared you for a greater blessing? Encourage viewers to share their experiences in the comments below, fostering a community of support and shared wisdom. Delays are not denials. They are divine appointments for growth and preparation. And as we trust in God's process, we find peace and strength in the waiting. So, let's hold on to trust. Let's embrace the process, and let's prepare our hearts for the blessings that are on their way. Because with God, every delay has a purpose, and every season of waiting is preparing us for something greater. As we absorb the value of trusting in God's process, recognizing it as a time of essential growth and preparation, we naturally transition to the next crucial step in our journey: building perseverance and character. This transition is seamless because in the heart of trust and during times of waiting, there's an incredible transformation taking place within us. It's not just about the external circumstances aligning for our blessings, but also about our internal world being molded and strengthened. So, let's dive in and explore how these seasons of waiting, these divine delays, play a pivotal role in building our perseverance and character, shaping us into the individuals God has called us to be. In the grand tapestry of our lives, every thread, every color, every pattern has a purpose. And sometimes, it's the seasons of waiting, the moments of delay, that bring the most vibrant and essential hues to the picture. These are the times when perseverance and character are built, piece by piece, virtue by virtue. Perseverance is not developed in the moments of ease. It's forged in the fire of waiting, in the crucible of delay. When we wait on God's timing, trusting in His process, we are actively participating in the building of perseverance. James 1:3-4 puts it beautifully, saying, "The testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." It's a divine process where the waiting is not in vain, but is actively working towards completing us, perfecting us. Building character goes hand in hand with developing perseverance. Character is the inner strength, the moral compass that guides us through life's journey. And just like gold is refined through fire, our character is refined through the seasons of waiting. Romans 5:3-4 encourages us, stating, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." It's a chain reaction, where one virtue leads to another, culminating in a steadfast hope that does not disappoint. As we navigate through the delays, as we wait on God's perfect timing, we are being shaped, molded, and strengthened. Our character is being refined, and our perseverance is being built. And the beauty of it all is that this process equips us for the blessings ahead. When the blessings do come, we are not just ready to receive them, but we are also ready to steward them well, to use them in a way that honors God and blesses others. So, let's embrace the waiting, let's trust the process, and let's actively participate in the building of perseverance and character. Let's see the delays not as hindrances, but as opportunities for growth, preparation, and transformation. Because in God's perfect timing, not only are the blessings released, but we are also ready, strong, mature, and full of character to receive and use them for His glory. As we cultivate perseverance and character, we are becoming the people God has called us to be, people ready for the blessings and the responsibilities that come with them. So let's continue on this journey with hearts full of trust and eyes fixed on the One who makes all things beautiful in His time. As we grasp the incredible way in which God uses seasons of waiting to build our perseverance and shape our character, we are ready to transition into the next and final phase of our journey, seeking God's will. This transition is a natural progression because as we become individuals of strong character and steadfast perseverance, our hearts are more attuned to seek and understand God's will in our lives. So let's delve into this crucial aspect, exploring how seeking God's will becomes the capstone of navigating through times of delay, anchoring us in His purpose and plan. As we stand on the firm foundation of trust, shaped by perseverance and strengthened in character, our hearts naturally incline towards seeking God's will, yearning to understand His plans and purposes for our lives. This is not just a passive waiting, but an active journey of alignment and discovery. When we talk about seeking God's will, it's essentially about aligning our desires, our plans, and our lives with God's perfect plan. It's about stepping into the flow of His grace, walking in the direction He has laid out for us. Romans 12:2 encourages us in this pursuit, saying, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." Seeking God's will is not about finding a secret roadmap hidden away, but about developing a relationship with Him, a dialogue, a communion. It's in the quiet moments of prayer, in the earnest seeking of His Word, that we begin to discern His voice, understand His guidance, and perceive His direction for our lives. But here's the beautiful part. As we seek God's will, especially in times of waiting, we discover that His will is not just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's not just about the blessings He has in store, but about becoming the person He has called us to be. Matthew 6:33 puts it succinctly, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." It's a reminder that as we prioritize seeking God's will, everything else falls into place. And this doesn't mean that the journey is always easy, that there are no moments of confusion or doubt. But in those moments, we hold on to trust, we lean into perseverance, and we allow our character to shine, knowing that we are in the process of alignment with God's will. So let's cherish the journey of seeking God's will, understanding that it is an integral part of navigating through seasons of delay. It's about alignment, relationship, and discovery. And as we seek His will with all our hearts, we find peace, direction, and assurance, knowing that we are right where we need to be, in the perfect timing of God. Let's embrace this journey with open hearts, ready to align with God's will, and excited for the beautiful unfolding of His plan in our lives. Because in seeking God's will, we are not just finding answers, we are finding Him, and in Him, we find everything we need. In the tapestry of our lives, woven with moments of joy, seasons of waiting, and times of uncertainty, there is a divine thread that runs through it all, God's perfect timing. As we have journeyed together through understanding why God waits to answer, unraveling the mysteries of delayed blessings, it's clear that every moment of waiting has a purpose. Every season of delay is filled with potential. we've explored how God's timing is perfect, how trusting in His process is essential, and how these seasons of waiting are powerful times of building perseverance and character. We've delved into the importance of seeking God's will, aligning our hearts with His divine plan. Through all of this, the thread that binds these lessons together is the unwavering truth of God's love and faithfulness. As we conclude this journey, let's carry with us the deep understanding that our times are in God's hands, and He is meticulously working everything out for our good. The waiting is not in vain. It's a divine setup for greater blessings, a preparation for a future filled with hope and promise. So, let's choose to trust in God's perfect timing, embracing the seasons of delay with faith and perseverance. Let's allow these moments to build our character, strengthen our resolve, and draw us closer to Him. As we seek His will, let's do so with the assurance that He is leading us towards something beautiful, something worth waiting for. Our God is a God of perfect timing, and His answers, though they may seem delayed, are always worth the wait. So, hold on to hope, cherish the journey, and trust in the God who makes all things beautiful in His time. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey of understanding God's timing and the beauty in delayed blessings. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with those who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting content. Your support helps grow this community of faith and encouragement. Feel free to leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Stay encouraged, keep trusting in God's perfect timing, and until next time, be blessed.